We're going to walk you through the installation of the J&L oil separator for your 5-liter F-150. Including the J&L kit is a fully assembled oil separator with quick connect fittings, a mounting bracket, mounting bolts, nuts, and screws. The tools you're going to need for installation is a 10mm socket, an extension, a ratchet, a clip puller tool. Also, you can use a pair of pliers if you don't have this. 10mm wrench, Phillips head screwdriver, a marker or pin, a drill with a 1/4-inch drill bit. Let's get started. Also included in your parts bag is this 3/8 barbed plug. This is only used in Roush supercharged applications to cap off the third line going to the back of the supercharger. Our mounting location for our oil separator is right off the battery tray here. There's this existing harness that's got a push pin into the battery box. We're going to take our clip puller tool and work that pin out, and that's going to be one of our mounting holes. Go ahead and grab your bracket. You're going to feed your bolt through your bracket, and this is going to be for the outside hole. And grab your 10mm nut, and you're going to get that started by hand. It is a nylon lock nut, so you'll be able to get it up a couple threads, and then we're going to have to tighten this up with our wrench and our ratchet. Not going to tighten this all the way down, we just want it to hold the bracket, because for our second hole in the bracket we're going to need to mark it and then drill a small hole in our battery box for that nut and bolt. So I'm going to square up this bracket. I basically want that hole to be centered in the tray lip here, so get it as close as you can, and then I'm just going to mark that with my Sharpie. And then we can swing the bracket out of the way. I got my mark right there. And we'll grab our drill. The box is pretty thin, so it should drill pretty quickly. So just try to center it up in your mark you made. With that 1/4-inch drill bit, should be plenty of room for your bolt here. Just a quick test fit. We'll slide the bracket over, put our bolt through our bracket and our box, and use the other nut. So now that we have those started, we can go ahead and tighten that up the rest of the way. Now we need to remove our factory PCV line, which is here from the PCV valve to the intake manifold. There is a blue tab on both of these connections. On the valve cover one, you're going to pull the tab away from the PCV and then lift up on the fitting. You do not need to pull on this very hard. You will break the clip if you do. So pull that up, and then the intake one, same thing. Here's a closer look at that connection that we removed. So there's a blue clip. When you push on it, this breaks a circle. Be gentle with these clips, they do break, so you just need to push it slightly to get it to disconnect. We're going to go and get our oil separator into place. Short hose is going to connect to the PCV. I would go ahead and make that connection now, and then align the can to the bracket and use the supplied screws to mount the bracket to the oil separator. Now your other connection, obviously right to your intake. If this fitting is facing the wrong direction, like that, comes out of the box like that, don't twist the hose all up to make that connection, just rotate this fitting. These fittings may be tough to break free initially depending on how long it's been in the box, but they will spin all the way around. You just push that down onto the intake and make that connection. You hear that nice click. And that completes your installation. Now to remove our fittings, a little different than OEM, you'll see there's a clip on here that says push. You press in on that clip and lift up. Being this is a straight shot, this is going to be pretty hard to get off without removing the screws and pulling the can out of the way. The intake, the button is on the back side, but you're just pressing this button to remove the fitting. When servicing your oil separator, simply unscrew it, dump the contents in an oil drain pan or wherever you dispose of used oil. Most Autoport stores will take this free of charge. When reinstalling it, screw it to the O-ring so the O-ring stops the can, and then give it about another half a turn, just like an oil filter. Anything more than that, you will be fighting this off later after a couple thousand miles, so that's all she needs. Average collection is about 1 ounce of oil every 1,000 miles. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. The can holds 3 ounces in its default form. With the extension that we offer, that this is compatible with, it doubles the capacity to 6 ounces, which is great for people that want to make it between, like a 5,000 mile oil change interval, not having to worry about overfilling their catch can. Also, people in cold climates, in the winter months, you're going to have some condensation mixed with this oil, so it'll fill faster. So you definitely want to check it more often if you live in a cold climate. Other than that, pretty easy to live with. Annually, every 15,000 miles, you do want to remove it from the truck and back flush that filter that's in the top of the can. You can just back flush it through this line. You just do that with a brake parts cleaner or carburetor cleaner. But that's pretty much all that's to it. If you have any questions, please reach out, and we'll see you on the next one.